Coach, it's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 57. Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball. Get that.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The end result, 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and then hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo is going to fire one deep over, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Like by 4.
Hey, dude.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Ready, ready.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here I come again.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Matt Judon gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. This is Royce Freeman, 2nd-year man from Oregon. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Now it's Crowder. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The defense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jones, operating from the gun. He's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. There's Garoppolo to throw. Over the middle to Evans. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 180! 21.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You ain't got nothing.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Ball going deep here for Taylor. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
50, play. 50. Hey, look, 3. General West. Check.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80! 1, Omaha. You remember this? Let's go, baby! Protein spill.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it,
Here we go.
7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Tight right. Even. 4 down, even.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here we go.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He'll hit his running back, Amir Abdullah. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
13.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Here we go. 120. They can't hang with us. Watch twins. Watch. 2.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Freeman. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Garoppolo now. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Randy Bullock on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Bullock's kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Gets fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On second down now, it's Ingram. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now it's Freeman. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 40 now on second down. Garoppolo. Evans has it left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43.
But Mike Evans sees man coverage. I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll buy some time right. He completes it to Abdullah. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A 57-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard. Or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And that one for the 49ers, now a 2-touchdown advantage. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possible. Let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
You don't want none. Check 99. Check 99.
Now Jones. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Rock it. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Deuce. Hey, orbit.
From the gun, Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've hit halftime in an entertaining first half. 8-6 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. They'll get the first-rounder, Caleb McGarry, there.
Big hit all day. Sack City, baby.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Hey, lock it. I don't even know why this team showed up. Check 4.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, exit. Hey. Mike 59. Mike 5.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taylor now returning it. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Just like that. Just like that.
A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got Evans. And he's got this down to the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
That's good.
Here we go.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Push him back. Push him back.
A shotgun handoff. This is Abdullah. And Abdullah lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, what, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Jones now going to throw again. Man open left side is Brown. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 14-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Garoppolo now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
13.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Evans. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Mike Evans, 81 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming.
Jones to throw again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Yeah.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does, read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. This is fielded at the goal line. A beautiful fake. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Going again on the ground here with Hill. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Able to find Switzer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Watch the run.
Hey, Team 6. Pilot, 64, read. Let go.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 37.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Come on,
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to hit it.
Throwing Jones. They set up the screen to Hill. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, it's Hill. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here we go, set. 60 or.
54. Let's go.
Ready.
Throwing on first down, Jones. And now here's another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Freeman again. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Coming to you, coming to you. White. To the end, boy, to the end.
On the draw, this will be Freeman. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
I'm going to get you.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the 22, here's second and 8.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
To throw is Garoppolo. It's complete. Abdullah. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to have a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
218, chop.
Check your hot read.
On second down, Ingram. And he stopped immediately there. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down.
Check 52. Greystone, travel. Yep. Me. 5. Hey, Jack. Now.
From the gun, Jones. He gets it to Brown, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. Chris Jones on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
You must be dreaming. Hey, high 7. Go.
54 is mine. Check. Watch 54. I got you.
Hey, watch defense.
From the 35 on second down, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Uchenna Nwosu picks up his second sack of the afternoon. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice. Usually on a Friday, they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Go!
They'll look to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play call, because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Zipper! Fair! Hey, shoot!
Looking to throw. Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Strip that ball. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey! I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch it. Squeeze.
Back to throw. Jones. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Cincinnati,